is the most intimidating BTS member? Newcomers to the fandom often find Yoongi to be the most intimidating member. He has this vibe that seems to say, keep your distance. Much like a cat guarding its territory. Once they move beyond that initial impression, many will point to Jimin and Taehyung as the next intimidating figures. However, I see it differently. Taehyung has a resting face that can come off as stern. Especially when he's deep in thought. This man holds the power to drive me crazy with just his staring. But when someone approaches him, he snaps out of it and flashes that adorable boxy smile. After experiencing their concert, I was truly amazed by the presence of Jimin and Taehyung. They have such an intimidating aura. Taehyung's gaze is incredibly intense. I knew it would be. But witnessing it in person was a whole different experience. Jimin, on the other hand, is such a sweetheart, yet when you see his serious expression up close, he can come off as a bit cold, though I know that's not who he really is. It's just the impression he gives off. That is, until he lights up the room with his gorgeous smile. I believe this adds to his unique charm. If I were to meet Park Jimin in person, I wouldn't want to interrupt him at all. His adorable mochi-like personality seems to shine for the cameras, almost like a filter, just as he expresses in his music. I truly believe that Jimin is a strong and genuine individual. He has a naturally kind and caring heart, always ready to lend a hand to those in need. However, it's important to remember that he shouldn't be taken lightly. Trying to pull any tricks on him might lead to some regrets. It appears that he has a certain image he feels he needs to maintain. Whether it's instinctive or a result of his long experience as a dance student, facial expressions play a crucial role for him. He aims for others to recognize that he is serious, that he prefers not to be disturbed, and that he can be quite formidable when provoked. It's understandable why Hoseok mentioned in an interview that Jimin can be quite intimidating when he's angry. Jimin has a duality in his appearance. While he can be cute and charming, his powerful dance performances and occasionally fierce expressions give him an intimidating edge as well. For me, the really intimidating persons personality-wise are Jin and J-Hope. Jin looks calm, has an inviting appearance, and is kind towards strangers. That is the image he gives off to the public. But after a certain length of time, you can see that Jin is quietly observing them and judging them, whether he'll trust them or not. Sometimes, Jin has this condescending look. Yoongi even mentioned once that he trusts Jin because Jin is a good judge of character. And I'll point out that he is an INTP. Jin doesn't tolerate a person's BS, especially when he can see through the superficiality of the person or situation. J-Hope truly shines as a bright light for everyone around him. However, I believe there's more to him than just that sunny exterior. As a dance leader, he maintains high standards and won't hesitate to push Jin and Namjoon if they're not hitting the right moves. He's also quite particular about cleanliness, often reminding the younger members to tidy up their messes in the dorm, though this was more of an issue before they moved into a fancy apartment with cleaners. He often jokes about how Namjoon isn't keen on joining him for a beer, which he's mentioned several times. Hoseok has a bit of a caretaker vibe, always striving to keep everything neat and organized. This meticulous nature extends to his work, as he aims for perfection to stand alongside Namjoon and Yoongi in the rap line trinity. While this drive is admirable and shows his dedication to being a proud and hardworking member of Bangtan Sonyeondan, his serious demeanor backstage can sometimes come off as intimidating. What about you, my dear fellow armies? Who is the most intimidating BTS member? Thank you for watching.
장난을 치는 아무도 저에게 관심을 갖지 않았지만 그 친구는 저에게 관심을 갖고 이 친구